Well, customarily after reading the gospel, I would say the gospel of the Lord.
Thanks be to God.
I'm guessing you all feel that same sense, the weight, the heaviness of what you've just heard. I guess that's sort of intentional. I guess churches have been doing this for a very long time. And what you did hear me read was graphic, was descriptive, it was soul-crushing. Part of that might be because of our sense of communal or individual responsibilities for that, knowing why Jesus had to die, what he died for, and the part that we and every human being, alive, having died, or every human being yet to come, the sins collectively of every one of us. We were the ones that drove the nails into his hands and into his feet. We could perhaps identify with some of the people in that story, with Peter, the denial, with those who questioned Jesus about who he was. I can't count the number of times in my life where I have questioned Jesus, where I have questioned God about the things he has done or failed to do. I have run away from God. I have abandoned him more times than I wish to remember. I feel the weight of this moment. I feel the weight of that story in the Gospel of John. The good news. But it is good news. It's good news for you and for I, for the people who were there, for any and all who believe, and even those who choose not to believe. It is the best news. Maybe generations ago, the church mothers and fathers set this whole 3-day journey up so that we would have this super low to experience the great high and the rejoicing of Easter morning when we proclaim that Christ is risen and we shout hallelujahs and we decorate our churches with flowers and it's bright and it's airy and we wear our Sunday best and hats and everything that goes along with it. Because coming from this place makes that place that much greater, more emphatic, more joyful. But the two are inextricably linked. The tomb does not get filled and therefore is not found empty without the cross. The two cannot be separated. And the entirety of the story of those 3 days, Jesus' last day with his disciples, his crucifixion, the lost day of Holy Saturday, and Easter Sunday, are filled with such emotion and tension, and they're all connected. It's called Good Friday for a reason. And though as difficult as it is for us to take all of that in and feel good about any of it, I don't imagine that Jesus would want us to feel the shame and the guilt. And, well, I don't know, I can't think like Jesus, but his death had such profound purpose, and it was so profoundly good for all of humankind and all of creation that, yes, we can rejoice on this day for what he has done for us. and what his life meant then, now, and for all of eternity. And his death on the cross was for more than just our sin. It's not just for eternal salvation. It's all of the things that Jesus described, all of the things that the authors of the New Testament described, all of the things that the authors of the Old Testament who prophesied about what was to come, about water gushing in the wilderness, about a land flowing with milk and honey, about abundance, about joy, about peace, about our connection and relationship with God, it finally being made whole again on the cross. And it was all done out of love. An immeasurable, infinite, unimaginable love for Jesus to endure all that he endured just to get to the cross, and then to die and suffer what people have said is the most painful form of execution humans have ever devised. And it wasn't love for everyone collectively. If God knows the number of hairs on each of our heads, God knows each of us intimately. Jesus knows each of us intimately. And I heard it once said that each of us, each one of our names, thousands of years before we would be born, were on his heart and on his mind as he breathed his last and said, "It is finished." The gospel of the Lord.